Appreciate it, boy. Name, rank, and registry.
Kagawa Bunny Howard Bunny Asharala.
Kagawa Bunny Howard Bunny Asharala.
Yahaba Shimmy Shabakathon.
Yahaba Shimmy Shabakathon.
La Yasharala.
All right. We're going to go ahead and face east.
Come on.
We're going to go ahead and do the prayers. Most side prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Go ahead.
Come. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Taba'ah. Tazaka. Hayah. Asha. Baratazah. Hawa. Hayah. Shemayim. Dunna. Kam. Yawam. Wasalakina. Kabwafina. Kasalakina. Kabwafina. Wala'ah. Kabayina. Manasai Yawam. Awashinawa. Mayan, Ra, Ayah, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapa, Ra, La Walam Yam, Aman.
It's Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
which art in
heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
The power in Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Dunna, Akak, Kamadaw, Amatazarian, Akak, Lakoyam, Hamatium, Akak, Irakawa, Atama'ala, Darshan, Hashem, Yahushua, the water. Amen.
This is power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse lepers.
Power to cleanse lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so you did. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barak, Atah, Yahweh, Yahushua, Wamayaka Allah, Wa'ala Yaham, Mataza Bayah, Alawak, Yahana, Alawapiyam, Hasariyam, Akwataza Yaham, Akayaya Yaham, Wahakwatian, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, the water. Amen.
This is blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
Michael.
And Michael.
The angels.
And the angels.
Managerial Yahana.
Managerial Yahana.
The generals.
The
captains.
The captains.
Officers.
The troopers.
The sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of
Thank you,
Yahushua.
so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashiyah, Ayanya, Ahariyam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'am, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Baratazah, Ayatan, Yamawa, Wagaka, Ayanam, Shamarka, Ana, Yamam, Wala'ah, Yahisham, Shawamar, Yashalam, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazal, Yayam, Yawuma, Ashmaesh, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yawab, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Tazak, Waba Wa'akwa, Mata, La'ah,
Psalms 121 in English. I lift up my eyes unto the hills. From which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh. Who made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is the keeper. Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall
not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out,
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth,
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Aldamai Laka.
Aldamai Laka.
Alta Karash.
Alta Karash.
Wa Alta Shakwat.
Alta Shakwat.
Al. Kaya Ana.
Kaya Ana.
Awayab Aka.
Awayab
Yahama Yaman.
Yahama Yaman.
Wamashana Yaka.
Wamashana Yaka.
Nashawa.
Nashawa.
Ra'ad.
Ra'ad.
Elamaka.
Elamaka.
Yahweh Wa. Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatayazawa.
Wayatayazawa.
Itazakwa Wan Yaka.
Yotazakwa Yaka.
I'm a war.
I'm a war.
Nakawa.
Nakawa.
Wanaka Yadam.
Wanaka Yadam.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shom Yashalas.
Shom Yashalas.
Awa.
Awa.
Kaya Nawa Tazawa.
Kaya Nawa Tazawa.
La'a.
La'a.
Yaka'awa.
Yakawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baya.
Baya.
Yakaratwa.
Yakarakwa.
Ahahaya.
Ahahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashemaya Layam.
Wayashemaya Layam.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagarayam.
Wahagarayam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Balashat.
Balashat.
Amyashiabya.
Amyashiabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Naloa.
Naloa.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawa.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Salah.
Salah.
Isha Laham.
Isha Laham.
Kamayam.
Kamayam.
Kasaya Sara'a.
Kasaya Saraya.
Kaya Abyam.
Kaya Abyam.
Banaka'al.
Banaka'al.
Kaya Yashawan.
Kaya Yashawan.
Nashama'awa.
Nashama'awa.
Bayanda
Bayanda.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Damahan.
Damahan.
La'adaba.
La'adaba.
Shayatam wa.
Shayatam.
Nadayabam mawa.
Nadayabam.
Kara.
Kara.
Wakasahaba.
Wakasahaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakatazamana.
Wakatazamana.
Kanayasakam. Kalasaya Kamwa.
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Aka. Nawawa.
Nawawa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagala.
Kagala.
Salaki. Kagala.
Kagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Tabahara Yahara.
Tabahara Yahara.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Dalaha.
Dalaha.
Hayam.
Hayam.
Kan. Karada. Tara with Salaki. Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basayaka.
Basayaka.
Wabasawa Paka.
Wabasawa Paka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyam.
Panyam.
Kalawan.
Kalawan.
Wayabakashwa.
Wayabakashwa.
Shamka.
Shaka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayad.
Ayad.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabawa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadawa.
Wayadawa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shaka. Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayuwan.
Ayuwan.
Alcohol Rataza.
Alcohol Rataza.
How right is that?
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
Be not still, O
For
God.
lo,
For lo,
my enemies make a tumult,
My
my
enemies
enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy
They
people,
consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They said,
They said,
Come,
Come.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a
That the
nation.
name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And the name of Israel shall be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of
And
Edom.
the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Hagarine.
Gebal. And
Ammon.
And Amalek.
And
Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do it to them.
Do it to them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
The brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Perish at Endor.
Which perished at
And
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
It became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea. All the princes of Zebah.
All the princes of Zebah.
And as Zamunah.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said?
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to
The
ourselves.
houses of God in possession.
The house of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like
as
the
the
wheel.
stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the
As the
wind.
fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them.
persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy
And make
tempest.
them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That they
shame.
may seek thy name, Yahweh.
That they may seek thy name, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be
And
confounded.
troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
That men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Let's get it.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna pick up where we left off last week. We were in the book of Exodus, the 2nd chapter. Going in, we were just getting into the part where Moses was just being born. I'm going to teach the lesson. Priest and Officer Kaladazar will be reading the scripture in Hebrew, and Priest and Officer Kagawar will be translating it into English.
Come, sir.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started when we get there.
Oh, God. 1 second, sir.
We'll start at, we ended off at verse 6 last time. We're going to start at verse 7.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 6.
We'll start at 7.
Start at 7?
Come. Y'all continue to keep sending in your tithes and your free will donations to the men of the Lord, ISUPK.com. You're interested in getting in this troop, brothers, put on your all black, hit ISUPK.com and hit up the school nearest you. Sisters, keep supporting this troop the way you have. Go ahead.
Book of Exodus chapter 2, verse 7 in the Hebrew. Akatawa Wata'a Mara Lama Lama Ra Rata La Ra Aha. Wakwara Ataya. Maya na Kwata Ashaha. Ha'a Bara Zata Wataya Na Kwa Asha Ha Ya Lada.
Book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee?
Okay. Get verse 8.
Come. Book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Rasha Ga Ra Aha Wa Sha A Ma Ra Washamara La Na like it La La Lana Ya Washala Ma Washa Kwa Ra'a Ha La Ma Mana Ha Ya Haya Lada Hayalad Asha Ayam.
This book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, Go. And the maid went and called the child's mother.
Verse 9.
Come. Book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 9 in Hebrew. La'a Washa'a Mar Lashamar Hayalaya Na La Bashalara Wa Ata Hayala'ad Laya Wahaza Nara Salaki Nakwa'a Wa'anaya Asha Darana, Ha'ashawa.
Look at Exodus chapter 2, verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, Take this child away, and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
Okay, so taking it to a Hebrew woman in order for it to be nursed. So right away Moses drew a good card. He didn't have to drink from no Mizraimite, some African woman. He drink from a Hebrew. He could drink that good milk from a Hebrew woman.
Right.
Okay. So already Moses, even though he doesn't know it, he's in he's born in captivity. He doesn't know that he's Israel yet. He ain't been in the truth just yet. So already though, the Most High is already looking out for him because he got him drinking from another Hebrew woman instead of drinking from some old stinking African woman.
Right.
All right. That's gonna piss off the conscious community if they hear that. Good for them. We don't deal with foreigners here.
Right.
All the black consciousness in the world ain't gonna sit up here and tell me that most of them guys over there in Africa are our brothers and sisters when we know that they're not. Hell, even they know we're not.
Right. Okay, sir.
You want to believe you don't want to believe us when we say we're not African. Hell, just talk to an African.
Right. Right.
I say that to our brothers in the conscious community who just happen to be listening. Y'all don't believe ask an African. Ask an African if he sees you as a brother. More than likely he's not going to.
Lie, sir.
Every one of us got stories of us being treated unbrotherly by an African.
Right. Okay, sir.
So miss me with all that, as Captain Tazariak says, that blackity black nonsense, just miss it. Just miss me with it. We not Africans.
Right.
We never were. Even though we were there 1,000 years, we never were.
Right.
If an Asian family moves to Australia and stays there and only marries one another, are they all of a sudden Australian or are they still Asian?
Still Asian, sir.
They're still Asian. The dirt that you walk on has nothing to do with your nationality.
Okay, sir.
All right, come on with verse 10.
Come. How you lie? Why ya side dawa? The Rashala Ra'ava. La Ra'an. Wayaha Walaha. Shama'al Washaqwa Ra'a Waita'a Mara Ma Wa'a Salaki Waisha'a Ma Wayashama Matawa Hama Hamayama Salaki Hamayam Laya Mala Masha Yata
This book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's mother, unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water.
Go ahead, verse 11.
Come. Bayam, Zaam, Waya, Wayaha, Wayaha, Wayala, Wayalad, La, Wayalad La, Ha'a, Ha'aham, Wayataza, Wayataza, Masha, Wazara'a, Ala, Aka, Yao, Alamakayao, Basa, Bahasham, Mataza, Razat, Ayasha, Ayasha, Aiba, Abaraya, Mala'a, Ma'aka, Ma'akaya wa. Like,
this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. It came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren.
Verse 12.
Apa, Wayapasa, Wayara'a, Wayara'a, Waka ha, Kaya Kayayan, Wa Ayata, Ata, Wayatam, Nahawa, Bakawa, Baka'al, Ata, Hamatazara.
This book of Exodus chapter 2, verse 12. And he looked this way and that way, And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
What y'all just read right there was real black power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He saw one of his brothers being jumped and beaten by an Egyptian, and the spirit jumped in him to do something about it.
Right.
I'm saying, not that murder is ever the right thing to do. On it, technically, this wasn't murder. This was defensing somebody's life.
Right.
Even in the U.S. Law, if you kill somebody defending their life, you at the very least you won't get charged with murder. You might get charged with manslaughter, but hell, you won't get charged for murder. And if you do, you're gonna beat the case.
Right.
Because there was no premeditation, there was no thought of killing somebody today. You just defending somebody's life.
Right.
And I guess there's a reason Christians never get into this, because it forces our people to value our people again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because here it is, Moses saw one of his people. He knew by then that he was an Israelite. He saw one of his people getting beat down by some, oppressed basically by some Egyptian, an African. And so what does he do? He kills the African. Good for Moses. Give it up for Moses. That's what the hell you're supposed to do. I'd do that for one of any of you brothers.
Right.
I see somebody about to do harm to Parazawan, I'm going to get him.
That's right.
Even if that means putting him down for good. So, this is a spirit. It's in everybody really, to defend your kind. You know what I'm saying? Even in this Babylon, you're gonna find people that's gonna defend their kind. Period.
Okay.
Which that's scriptural. Doesn't scripture say you're gonna go back? There's a scripture in my mind that you're gonna go back to your own people.
Good.
And we're heading into that day pretty soon, because America is headed to war. And America is going to be getting tore up by other countries, and it's going to be getting tore up from within.
Right.
Because the race wars are going down.
Right.
And all you niggas that got something bad to say about your fellow brother, y'all need to let that garbage go, man, because pretty soon that brother might be the key to your salvation.
Right.
Right.
That same brother or sister that you talk shit about, Salaki, that you felt like you hated because of a disagreement y'all had, that's going to probably be the one to save your life at that time.
Right.
When America is truly done and everybody's goes back to their own people.
Right.
It's that nigga there that's going to save your life.
That's right.
That one that you couldn't stand just 2 weeks before.
Right.
All right, we're going to get to the next verse.
I want to Hebrew chapter 2, Salakia. Exodus chapter 2, verse 13. Waya taza'a. Wa'am. Hashanayim. Wahala'ayim. Shanaya'a. Lataya'am. Ibaraya'am. Yataza. Salaki. Lataza Ya'am. Waya aham ra. Waya aham ra. La Shaomi. La Asha. La Ra. Sha'a. La Ra Sha'a. La Laoma, Laomha, Lama'a, Daya'a, Rabba.
Let's look at Exodus chapter 2, verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to him that did the wrong, What force mightest thou, fellow?
Verse 14.
Don't come. The book of Acts chapter 2 verse 14 in Hebrew. Waya Hamara. Maya. Shama'a. Shamapa. La'aya Sham. Shema. Why shall Lada. Ilaya. Nawa. Halaha. Rapayam. Ataha. Ata. Amor. Nashor. Hara Lata. Ata. Hamadaza Rasha. Washa Sha Ra'a. Masha'a. Washa more. Apa'a. Ashada'a. Hadaba'ar.
This book of Exodus chapter 2, verse 14. And he said, Who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me, as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, Surely this thing is known.
Okay, verse 15.
Come. The book of Acts chapter 2 verse 15 in Hebrew. Washa Ma'a. Bara'aha. Ata. Harabara. Hasaha. Washaba'at. Lahara. Ata. Masha. Washabara. Washabaraka. Washabarak. Mashah. Mashanawa. Awra'aha. Washa Shabar. Shabbat. Ba'arataza. Ma'aya. Wayasha. Al Haba'ara.
This book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. For Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a well.
Going back to verse 14. Isn't that just like niggas today?
I was just about to say that.
You do something righteous for them and they want to question you.
Right.
Why you do that? You gonna save your life.
I mean, y'all get in this truth. Y'all learn from the men of the men of the Lord, the priests and prophets of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yana. You're gonna learn something that you never learned from the church. You never learned in seminary school. You never learned just being alive. You gonna learn to put yourself in these scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because that sound like some stuff niggas will say today.
Right.
You rescue him for something, he'll start questioning you.
Yeah, same.
So like you say, even at the camp, we get boot kisses, they bow down.
Yeah.
Why
is Jake trying to stop it?
Right.
Why? Seriously, why would Jake try to stop that, man?
Right.
You got the devil on his knees kissing your boot. And you gonna stop him.
It ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right, man.
Y'all don't get y'all step and fetch it. Damn Sambo coon asses on. I ain't gonna say Uncle Tom. I know that's one difference between me and Commanding General Yana. I know that Uncle Tom actually died a hero.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't y'all know me, I don't divert from the truth. Whatever Commanding General Yana says goes. But
Right.
that's one thing there. Me personally, that's just a personal thing there. I know Uncle Tom died a hero.
Right.
He actually died, gave his life to stop two sisters from getting raped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't call sellout brothers Uncle Tom. I call them coon Sambos, damn step and fetch it.
Jive turkey.
Yeah, jive turkey. And that's what you read here with this brother in 14. That's some jive, man. No thank you, no nothing. No black power salute, nothing righteous. You just gonna get mad at him for killing the Egyptian. You're damn impressive.
Right.
Come on,
Go ahead, Trooper.
Come, sir. Call him Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, that's a better one.
That's right.
That's a better one. Uncle Ruckus. A brother who truly believes he's white.
Right.
Even when told the truth, I don't know if anybody saw that episode of the Boondocks. Even when told the absolute truth, he continued to believe he was a white man trapped in black skin.
Right.
Come, sir.
Oh my goodness. That was actually one of my favorite episodes, to be honest.
Cried on that too.
You said what now?
I said he cried on that.
Yeah.
Looking like,
I could only watch it one time, man, because I would have exploded had I watched it again. You know what I'm saying?
come, sir.
Okay,
Lied to you.
back on task. Go ahead and give me verse 16.
The Hebrew, Exodus chapter 2, verse 16. Walakahan. Walakahan. Madaya. Shabbat. Bayan Washat. Bayan Yasha. Washaba'ana. Ba'ana'a. So like Washaba'ana'a. Washada la'ana. La'ana. So like Washa la'ana. Washam. La'ana. Asha. Hara'aka sham. Laha. Shakwa'ash. Tazayam. Abash. Ha'am.
This book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 15.
It's like 16.
It's like this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and filled the troughs to water their father's flock.
Now this is where you pay close attention, because it's giving you basically a description of Moses. Let me ask y'all a question, because we're getting ready to read, what is that, 17, 18, and 19. We're going to read all of them at once. But let me ask y'all a question in class. What color were the ancient Egyptians?
Dark skin.
And y'all do know why Esau never portrayed that on pictures, on documentaries, not even animated movies. He's never going to portray. I was looking at Black Adam the other day. He's never going to portray the Egyptians as being black people.
Right.
Y'all understand why, right?
Right.
Go ahead, Trooper. Why?
Because they don't want that out of the media, sir. They don't want that truth out of the media.
Right.
You don't know
that the dark skinned people was enslaving another dark skinned people.
That's partly right. What they don't want is for you to make a direct correlation of what the Israelites look like.
Right.
And they know they read enough of the Bible to understand that in terms of skin color, there was little or no difference between the ancient Israelites and the ancient Egyptians.
Right.
And even the cats in church know this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That they were described as basically looking the same. So they know if they start casting dark-skinned people as the ancient Egyptians, you're going to draw your own conclusions what the ancient Israelites look like.
Right.
And we're about to deal with that first description of it, right? Go ahead.
Does it say that you can tell the difference between an Israelite and an Egyptian?
As far as phenotype, no.
Right.
Okay.
You go in that in Genesis when during Jacob's funeral, you see it's a mixed multitude of Egyptians and Hebrews, all there to honor this dead Hebrew, Jacob. Only, like I said, in the writings of historians, they'll say it was a rousing occasion for the Egyptians, and to which I say, wait a minute, it was Egyptians and Hebrews there.
Right.
So why would you just describe just the Egyptians? Unless the two were indistinguishable from one another in terms of skin color and phenotype.
Right.
And we're going to deal with that right now. We're going to get verses 17, 18, and 19. Hope not to work you too hard there, Kaladas.
I'll do my best, sir.
Con. Give it up for him, y'all. Mighty warrior taking over the Hebrew reading. Go ahead.
Khan. The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 17, in the Hebrew. Washa ba'aya. Hara'a Ya'am. Washa Larasha Ya'am. All right. Why Yasha Aisha Ya'am. Why Sha Ra'am. So like it. Why Sha Kwa'am. Masha'a. Masha. Why Shawa. Why Shawa. Sha'am. Why Shayawan. Why Shara'a. Ata. Tazanama. Verse 18. Washaba Washaba'um Ba'nawa Ba'naha Ba'na'a all Ra'ai Wa'a Abba Abba Shaham Abasham Washa'amar Madawa'a Maharasham Ta'am Ra'a Salaki Ba'a Hashawa'am. Verse 19. Washa Ama like it. Washa'am Ra'am. Ashara. Mataza Ra'ash. Hataza Ya Ataza ya Lanawa Mashad Hara'a Sha'um Wapa'um the oil Lanawa Washa Ara Ata Hataza Young.
Book of Exodus chapter. Book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. 18. Then they came to Reuel, their father. He said, how is it that ye are come so soon today? Verse 19. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us and watered the flock.
Let me get that again. Say that part again. Let's start at 19 again.
Come, verse 19. And they said, an Egyptian deliver us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us and watered the flock.
Continuing on to what I said a few minutes ago, the reason they keep casting in the 70s or 80s, they used to do just to cast white men as Egyptians. We've all seen the Ten Commandments at least once, right?
Right, sir.
And now lately, what they'll do is they'll take some old dusky ass Arab or somebody from the Middle East, whether he's Lebanese, whether he's Qatarian, Persian, or whatever. They'll always cast them as Egyptians.
Right.
This is one of the reasons why.
Right.
They do not want you to know that the ancient Egyptians were black people.
Right.
But the easiest way to prove that, all you have to do is look into it.
Right.
I found a whole site that has busts and paintings of what's the old little girl name? Queen Tai.
Cleopatra?
No, not Cleopatra, but Cleopatra came way later and was a white woman. Queen Tai, what? King Tut, the little boy king who was about 12 or 13 and was killed even before he got to 14 by his wife/sister.
Insane.
Ramses?
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Ramses, aka Ramses the Great. I think he was Ramses II. I might have been wrong, but all of them, black people. And as the brother Trooper Nakabah Gabar was trying to point out, even there, as portrayed there in the, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary? Yeah, Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The ancient Egyptians, and the world knew this. Before Manetho and the rest of them crackers went in there, everybody knew that the ancient Egyptians were black people.
Right.
So they want to keep that lie going because they don't want you to know that the Israelites were black people.
Right.
And that verse, this verse that my brothers just went into, is one of the reasons showing that. If this Midianite woman went to her dad, not knowing any better, and said, "This Egyptian drew water for me and watered the flock," how do you get mistaken for an Egyptian unless you be black?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We done seen all the pictures. I found a website. I can go to it again tonight. I kind of wish I had it today. Showing all types of pictures and drawings and sculptures of the damn ancient Egyptian leaders during the time, not just in history, but right at a specific time, y'all. Right at the time Israel was in Egypt. All of them, black people. None of them looked Arab or Persian or any damn thing, or white. All of them, black people, dark-skinned people.
Right.
So we know what the children of Israel look like.
Right.
Right.
It's one of the scriptures I kind of highlighted around the time I first came into the understanding to show the true color of the Israelites. Go ahead.
So like I said, I'm reading here, it say it was also called, Egypt was also called the country of Ham.
Yeah.
That's right.
In fact, when you look up Ethiopia, which is also in Africa, in fact, it's not far from Egypt. Even the term Ethiopia was made to understand it meant burnt face.
Right.
Right.
And this was before colonization, when everybody of a country looked the same way. You knew where this guy was from just by the way he looked.
Right.
Just by the way he dressed.
Right.
Just by the way he acted. Just by what God he served.
Like his culture, basically,
Yeah,
sir.
exactly. Give a brother a hand for that. That's exactly why. That's why when these brothers go out telling us none of that is important, it is important.
Right.
You know that if you had your culture, it is important.
Right.
You're defined by your characteristics.
Right.
Right.
Your whole nationality is defined by the food you eat,
Right.
the days you celebrate,
Right.
and like I said, the God you serve, the clothes you wear. Why do you think the Most High had a dress code in the Torah? Why?
Right.
To distinguish you from other nations.
To distinguish you from other nations.
That's right.
If you sit up there with your black skin and you're next to an Ethiopian and an Egyptian, not that the Most High needs the help, but if you're sitting up there with dreadlocks and a garment that had one color and no fringes, automatically we know you're not Israel.
Right.
Or you had a totally bald face like Egyptians used to have.
Right.
We know that you're not an Israelite. That's why he said keep your beard.
Right.
Your hair is to be braided. If not braided, an afro would do. Colored garment with fringes.
Right.
All that was done for a reason. It was to set ourselves apart because we were supposed to be a set apart nation, like Exodus 19:5-6 says. He separated us from everybody for that reason.
Right.
What is that? Deuteronomy 32 when it goes into your culture. What it said. Get that for me, Trooper Nakaba. Get that for me.
Come on. You said
Deuteronomy 32. I think it's 26. I might be wrong. Let me look that up myself.
So like this, sir.
Go ahead.
This Deuteronomy 32:26.
Okay, no, that ain't. That's not it. That's not the one.
Come on.
It's somewhere. I know it's in Deuteronomy. Gave us our wisdom. Hold on, wisdom inside of the nations. That's what I'm looking for. Deuteronomy 4:6.
Come on, sir.
Elijah was sending you off course.
Oh, it's the wild, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
There you go.
Right.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is great. This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Right.
It was the Most High's way of distinguishing us. That's why He gave us such a righteous law.
Right.
To keep us alive a long time, and to not go into the ways of the other nations, because the other nations ate different food. Their holidays, like their birthdays, celebrated them and not the Most High, and they served a God other than the Most High.
Right.
They were never supposed to live as long as us. All they were supposed to do is serve us.
Right.
They supposed to look at us and want to get down with our God, but what do?
We didn't serve their God.
We wanted to learn their God, ridiculous.
Insane.
And that's what kept us in captivity so long. But as you can see, with all the news coverage, the world is shifting now. Y'all notice that?
Right.
And you know why it's shifting? I'll tell you why. Because niggas is finally waking up.
Right.
It's more and more people, even if they ain't came into the ISUPK yet, more and more people know that they're Israelites, and that's what I'm going for.
Right.
Me personally. We're only supposed to let them know. The Most High is supposed to give us the increase and bring people in. And when we go out there on the streets, or we go out there on the airways, all we're supposed to do is let them know.
Right.
Y'all the children of Israel. The Most High loves you all, and you blacks, Hispanics, and you Native Americans, a.k.a. you Indians, you wetbacks, and you niggas.
Right.
We love y'all. The Lord loves y'all.
Right.
He don't love everybody else.
That's right.
Y'all in this low state right now because you won't obey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the way we get out of this captivity is we got to come back to Him.
Right.
More of us is knowing that now. I'm seeing more and more blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans identify as Israelites.
Right.
And you see the world just kind of shifting now because of it.
Right.
And no matter how much devils like Vocab Malone tell you that you ain't an Israelite or you ain't a child of God, that's all gonna fall on deaf ears.
Right.
Because the way you identify who Israel is, simple and plain, is the curses in Deuteronomy 28.
That's right.
Right.
Even once you get past the physical descriptions, even once you get past the skulls in Lachish or what have you, all of which point to us. So you got DNA, you got prophecy. Once you get to Deuteronomy 28, that's the ball game right there. None of that all that didn't happen to the white man called himself a Jew.
Right.
We know this.
Right.
So when Vocab Malone and the rest of these apologetics start throwing that nonsense out there, it's gonna fall on deaf ears.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and get verse verse 20? Go ahead. You pay close attention to this because this is more proof that the world bends to the will of Israel subconsciously and they don't even know it.
Right.
We're going to get 20 and 21. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 20 in Hebrew. Washamah. Allah, Banasha'um, Wa'asha'a, Lama'a, Ra'a, Araba Sha'am, Shana, Salaki, Ata, Ha'ara, Taza, Kwawa'a, Lawa, Salaki, Lawa'a, Washa'a Ka'al Lakawon. Verse 21 in the Hebrew. Washa Wa'al Masha'a La Shabata Ata Ha'ashata Ha'asha'ash Washata'am Ata Tazapa Ra'a Bataya La'am Sha'a
Book of Exodus chapter 2, it's like chapter 2, verse 20. He said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread. 21. And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter.
Okay, that's what I was going to go into. Israel, you all are the salt of the earth, man.
Right.
That's right.
Now, nobody in ISUPK is going to do this. I'm not going to do it. None of y'all are going to do it. But wherever we go in the world, you're going to get you a woman.
Right.
They always attach themselves to Israelite men. We talked last week about about Japan and $75,000 they want to give Jake and land for him to go over there and pick a Japanese woman because nobody's trying to get with no Japanese woman after she gets about 25, 26 years old.
Right.
Japanese men ain't trying to get with her. You know what I'm saying? So they got that, in Korea and China, all these women, these leftover women, all this Christmas cake. I'll go into why they call them Christmas cake. But that whole thing starts back to the atomic bomb hitting Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Right.
Y'all know even today Japan ain't a Christian country. So they don't give gifts on Christmas time. They gave cake. Because when they were just recovering from the war, they didn't have enough sugar a lot of times to make cake. So when they had it, they just had cake. But just like all cake, you have cake too long, somebody give you a bunch of cake, it's gonna spoil after a while. You ain't gonna sit up there and eat cake every day.
Right.
Even my fat ass ain't gonna eat cake every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what they started calling the women down there, leftover Christmas cake. Cause she been out there on the market about 10 years,
Right.
and been getting screwed 10 ways for Sunday, and then she still ain't got no husband.
Good night.
But still, anywhere Israel goes, it's women that want to settle with us.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they look at so-called black men, American black men, and West Indian black men, and so-called Afro-Latinos. They look at us and see masculinity. And confident masculinity too. We're not gonna sit up there and try to run every aspect of the female's life. You know what I'm saying? Right. We don't need to do all that. We can just be there and be our masculine selves.
Right.
And women all over the world want to attach themselves to us. Right here, this dude here, Ruel, was like, go on, bring him back here, and then I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna do one better. Moses, you can marry my daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Moses, just by watering the damn flock, now he's got a wife.
Right.
It's a damn Midianite wife, but so what at this point? You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the truth yet. He'll get there.
Right.
It's a woman. Every women don't look that bad. They ain't got nothing on Eve, but
sir.
Right.
Moses trying to get out the house of the Pharaoh. Well, he need a wife. Okay, go ahead. We'll get verse 22.
Book of Exodus chapter 2, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Washala'ah. Ban. Wala kwa ra'a ata shamaya para sha'am ka'ash amara para Hasha'ash Ba'arataza Nakar Sha'a.
This book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 22. And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom. For he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land.
Wait a minute, verse 23.
Come. Verse 23. Washaha'ash. Hara Basham. Basham. Ha'aham. Washa Ma'a. Malak. Matazarayim. Wayalakwa. Banaya Yashara'al Ma Salakia Ma'al Hayabada Washara Aqua'a Wata'al Shawa Ta'am Ata Allah Salak Allah Halahasham Ma'al Salaki Ma'an Ha'abida.
This book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 23. It came to pass in process of time, the king of Egypt died. The children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried. And their cry came up to God by reason of the bondage.
Okay, so that cuts the notion that we're supposed to be sad when the enemy who's oppressing us die. Here, we sigh relief. We just read it.
Right.
We can get some more of our enemies to die. It'd be wonderful.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm
And
right.
we'll know that's the Lord doing it.
Right.
But already now, just by showing a little bit of kindness to some people, Moses done got a wife and a son. And pretty soon he's going to be tasked with something even greater than that. Because the Most High pretty much picks who he wants to do his will.
Right.
Right.
Let's get 24 and 25. Go ahead and finish out that chapter.
Kind of one concept. The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 24 in the Hebrew and 25. Washa'ash Ma'a. Yeah. Washa'asha Ma'a. Alahashim. Ata. Na'a. Watayim. Why shall I call? Why shall call? Alahayim. Ata. Bara. Tashawa. Ata. Abarayim, Ata, Shataza, Ka'ar, Wa Ata, Sha'a Kwa'a.
This book of Exodus,
Just like it, and 25, so like it.
Yeah.
Verse 25. Rasha Ra'a. Alahayim, Ata, Banasha, Sha'ash Ra'al, Washa'adi, Washa'a'ad, Al-Hasham, Al-Sha'am, Al-Sha'am.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verses 24 and 25. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them.
I always go to that verse when they start that telling me that the Most High is no respecter of persons.
Right.
Let me tell you something. He respected it. He respected Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and their children.
Right.
Children of Israel.
That's right.
That just further proves, once again, that Christians don't know the scriptures.
That's right.
Right.
We steady have to teach them. It's just a matter of, can they be humble enough to learn?
Right.
Right.
They can be humble enough to learn. Hey, get in all black.
Suit up.
Yeah, report to the nearest ISUPK camp. You know, to
Right.
school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's letting you know, the Most High ain't never turned his back on us,
Right.
and He always keeps His word.
Right.
That's right.
We the ones that go. We the ones that go off.
Right.
Right.
Imagine where we'd be if we just kept His laws, statutes, and commandments perfect.
Right.
He literally gave us a cheat code, man. You know how you can't play your favorite game without the cheat code?
Right.
Yeah. The Lord gave us the cheat code, man. It's called the Torah,
Right.
the laws.
That's right.
Gave us perfect law, yet we continue to violate. The Lord ain't never violated. He ain't never went off. He said right here, he remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and Jacob, who by this time was long dead,
Right.
long gone. All three of them. But yet he remembers what he promised them, and he remembers what he promised their seed.
Right.
That's right.
The Lord is still tied to that promise even today, even right here in AD, 2024.
Right.
They ain't gonna ever teach this in church, though.
Right.
Can't do that.
It's a constant labor of love trying to get Jake and Eve to understand these scriptures, man. But I'm ready for it.
That's right.
We got chapter 3.
Come.
Go on into chapter 3.
Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1, the Hebrew. Wama sha'a. Wama sha'a. Wama sha'a. Ya ash. Ya. Raya ata. Taza Shata Ra'a Shatara Katanawa Kayayan Ma'ai Shayan Washana'a Ata Hatazayan Akar Hamada Hadaba'a Waya Ra'a All Har. Ha Shayum. Karabia.
This book of Exodus chapter 3. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even Horeb.
Verse 2 and 3.
Verse 2 and 3 in the Hebrew. Why Shara'ah? Mala'ah. Shahawaha. Al-Shawa. Al-Sha'a. Bala Basha'a Ashata. Masha'a. Haranawa. Hashara'ah. Wahanawa. Haranaha. Ba'ara. Ba'ata. Waharanaha. Ashanawa. Aka'al. Verse 3. Wayashanama. Mara. Wa'amara. Masha'a. Arahana'a. Wa'araha. Ata. Aha. Hapadal. Ha'ara'a. Ma'adasha. La'a. Shaba'ar. Haranaha.
Book of Exodus chapter 3 verses 2 and 3. The angel of Yahweh appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire. The bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burned.
So basically, we already know what's happening here. Moses is getting ready to meet the Lord.
Right.
The Most High is getting ready to show himself to Moses at this time. This particular chapter, he's going to get a whole lot of information. He's going to get his mission as well. What the Most High has planned for him. Because it goes back to he can raise up any of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Moses was far from a perfect vessel.
Right.
It tells you in the scriptures he had a speech impediment.
Right.
Right.
So, and that's just an idea of who the Most High will use.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead and we're going to get verse, what is that, verse 4?
Slide you, sir.
Go ahead.
Got a question. The Midian priest Reuel and Midian priest Jethro, that's two different priests, right?
Come.
Okay, so it looked like the Midian priest was just drawing their daughters to the Israelites.
Yeah, again, you know that. I mean, we're the salt of the earth, are we not?
Right. I just wanted to point that out.
We are the salt of the earth. Everybody is interested in us, even if they won't say it out loud.
Right.
I go online and I can find women from, just go on YouTube. It's women literally calling out Negro men, you know what I'm saying? Wanting them to come to their country and go and wipe them.
Right.
So like these are two different priests. So the priests, they pick you who they give their wives to.
Yeah.
Or their daughters to.
Yet both of these two priests had no problem giving their woman to this old dusty Hebrew who just happened to come upon them one day with a speech impediment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They thought nothing of it.
Crazy.
I'm going to tell you why. Because even when we're at the bottom, the world sees the spirit of God in you niggas, man.
Right.
And I'm saying it like that, just for real.
That's right.
The world sees the spirit of God in you niggas.
That's right, huh?
And they know, secretly they know that y'all ruled this world at one point, and y'all gonna change the world again in the future.
Okay.
And of course I'm including myself in that. I already see you looking at me. But no, the world sees the godly spirit in us. I guess that's why they feel so taken back when they see Jake doing the foolishness he does. You know what I'm saying? Eve too, doing just nothing but foolishness. Every time Jake go out there with his pants hanging off his ass and his hair unkept and just talking mad shit and sounding like a damn retard when he talk. Bro, my nigga, this, man, yeah. Sounding like a damn uncouth fool. I guess that's why they look at us that way, you know what I'm saying? Right. Same with Eve. Eve goes out there shaking her ass.
Astonishment.
With astonishment. Talking like a man, saying all types of foul shit out of her mouth, whatever she can get out of her filthy mouth. And the world, I guess, looks at us, and they do hate us.
Right.
But they look at us with, like the brother said, astonishment. Because they know what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
It's amazing. Y'all can go over to the eastern parts of Africa and go to to Eurasia, I guess, Asia we should say, what they call the cradle of civilization. They know exactly who you are, even if you don't.
Right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's like you said, if I may, and even with us being down bad, and we are the salt of the earth, they still, even Eve out there shaking her tail, they still want to be like Eve.
Yeah.
They still want to be like Jake,
right.
And Eve in her stupidity wants to be them.
Right.
With all that hair, all black woman's supposed to do with her hair is either supposed to be afro or braid, nothing else.
Right.
That's all it's supposed to look like. Yet they're doing all this other nonsense with it. Foolishness.
Oh, God, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yet the world wants to be like us. I mentioned Japan. They throwing their hair out now, right?
Right.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that ridiculous shit?
Right.
So-called Japanese want to get afros now. What the fuck are we living? What kind of world is this we living in, y'all?
Crazy.
The world is upside down. And yet we will give all that away, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We won't wear an afro or braids. We got to wear everything else. We got to be bald. We got to get these little satanic, little homosexual shape-ups.
Right.
We got to get dreads. Oh, looking at dreadlocks is so disgusting. Not even washing your hair.
Right.
Have y'all seen somebody get their hair cut and it's been matted up for about a year?
Disgusting.
Nasty word.
Even in our ignorance, everybody follows us.
Right.
Ye are the salt of the earth, man. Men think nothing about it, man. Go on, take my daughter, man. Go on there and marry her and do right. We know you're gonna give her the best ride in the world. We know she gonna do whatever you say because she see the Spirit of God in you.
Right,
She feel it every night you make love.
It's like, I got a dirty too.
I'm saying. Now, of course, like I said, we don't do interracial marriages in this. You
That's
know?
right.
Holy Spirit does. We don't do interracial marriages. But if you were gonna go off, yeah, you ain't gonna have no problem. Well, y'all can catch a flight. Y'all ain't gonna have no problem finding no wife nowhere.
Right.
But all right, let's go ahead. Where are we now? We in verse 4, verse 5.
Verse 4, sir.
Verse 4. Let's get verse 4.
The book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 4 in Hebrew.
Salaki, we got 15 more minutes of this, and then we're gonna go ahead and pray out, y'all. Go ahead.
Washara'ah. Yahweh. Kasha Ara. Lara Ha'ash. Why Yara'a. Alayaha. Alaha Ya'am. Alahayam. Masha'a. Haranaha. Washa'ama. Masha'a. Washama. Hana'aya.
Book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 4. And when Yahweh saw he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am.
Verse 5.
Okay. Verse 5 in the Hebrew. Washa'ama'a. Allah. Dakwa ra'a. Hala'am. Sha'al. Shala. Na'ila. Ya'a. Ma'ala. Rapa'alka. Gasha. Hamarayam. Asha'ar. Ataha. Awamad. Alashaya. Adamash. Warasha. Hawa'a.
This is 5 and 6.
Just 5.
This book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 5. And he said, Draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet. For the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
Next verse.
Verse 6 in the Hebrew. Washama. Anaka'aj. Alaha'ash. Abba Sha'a. Alaha'ash. Abaraham. Alaha'ash. Shatazakar. Shatazakar. Wa'ala Hasha. Shayak Kawaba. Shayak Kawa. Wa'ara Shata. Wa'ara Sha'ar. Masha'ar. Ma'asha'ar. Panashaya. Shawa. Kasha. Shara'a. Mahaba'ash ka. Allah. Ha'al Hasham.
Book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God.
I mean, the Most High, the creator of all things, is coming to him. That's an intimidating thing, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He's introducing himself as the God of your people, the God of your forefathers.
Right.
That's intimidating. He's coming to you in a burning bush.
Right.
Yeah, initially that would give me pause. You know what I'm saying? I would be intimidated as hell.
Right.
All right, we'll get the next verse.
Karawankan. The book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 7 in the Hebrew. Washama. It's like in verse 7. It's like you said about verse 8.
We'll get verse 7. Just go ahead, verse 7.
Karawankan. Washama. Shawama. Shatash. Ata. Ainaash. Imaash. Aisha'ar. Mataza. Rasha'um. Wayata. Taza'a. Kuta. Kata'um. Shema. Atash. Wapanat. Ma pa Naash, Napaash, Napashah, Shasa, Gaash, Shada, Aisha, Ata, Makaba, Sha'a.
Book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 7. And Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrow.
Most High hears you when you're going through it. Yeah, he sees it when y'all going through it, man.
That's right.
And I can testify just for myself. Every time I've been in a tough situation I couldn't get myself out of, he literally showed me a way to get out of it.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. So I know, he hears you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's like you said, it also shows the ignorance of the Christian church. They believe something's just going to happen magically for them. But the Most High makes sure he has structure where he sent Moses and showing them the way and leading them by the hand.
Right.
And it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, the Most High is not a genie. That's what our brothers that are still trapped in the demon of Christianity need to learn.
Right.
He's not a genie.
Right.
You can't sit up there and wish for a better job, wish for money, wish for a bigger house. The sisters these days are wishing for men.
Right.
They're crazy. You have to wish for a man. And men have been here in your life from the time you was a teenager.
They think it's gonna rain on them.
Yeah, come on, man. The Most High is not a genie. You gotta be doing the work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
That's right.
If you're trying to live right, you're trying to do everything you're supposed to do, the Most High is gonna make sure you make it, even in spite of yourself.
Right.
I'm living testimony to that. Some of you brothers are living testimony to that, man.
Right.
Okay.
He will never forget you. Go ahead.
It's like it also shows that Moses was aware of the laws, because after his situation for the burning bush, he didn't make up no idol or no pagan idolatry of worshiping bushes.
Right.
Or worshiping
Right.
rocks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give it up for that shit. The Holy Spirit takes form in your life, and all you gotta do is comply. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He's here meeting the Lord, so now all he got to do now is follow.
Right.
That's right.
It'd be that much easier if the Most High just made himself known to our people, but he's going to.
Right.
Very, very soon. I just know he is. Go ahead, Trisha.
So like you sir, he's doing it right now with all these natural things, natural disasters happening.
Yeah, our people that live in the Carolinas, tell me the Lord ain't visited them.
Sure enough.
Right.
Oh, no. And he ain't through with that either.
Right.
Oh, no, he ain't in no way, shape, or form through with that. We're going to go ahead and wrap. We're going to get verse 8, and then we're going to go ahead and pray out. We're going to pick up from there next week, all right?
Sir.
Go ahead and get verse 8, Colossians.
Book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 8 in Hebrew. Wa'arad lahatazad yala'a masha'ad matazarasha'um walaha'ai lata'ash manaha'a rataza ha'a haya salaki ha'a wa'a a'al Arataza Kawaba'a. Warata Ba'a. Allah Arataza. Aba'ash. Shala'ar. Wa'ad Ba'ash. Al. Baka Wa'am. Haka. Na'a Nasha. Yaha Ash. Waya Hahum Rasha. Yaha Para Sha. Washa. Awasha Ash. Waha Shabbat Wa'ash.
Book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 8. I came down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land, unto a good land, and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
It's going to be foreigners in our land, all of them Hamites, because that's all Canaan's line you just read.
Right.
But we're going to have a plan for them when we get there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why the Most High eventually raised Joshua up.
Right.
But I want us to be thinking, I hope that all of us are thinking about heading back to Jerusalem, even spiritually, even before we do physically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come back to what we know to be righteousness. You know what I'm saying? 1/3 of us is going to be let back in. 2/3 will be cut off, but 1/3 is going to lead us into the land. You know what I'm saying? Lead us back to the Most High and back to righteousness. We're going to pick up from verse 9 next week.
Okay.
Well, y'all keep that in mind. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pray out. We're going to do the Most High's prayer, and we're going to do the prayer to the power, and we're going to end the Sabbath service.
Okay, sir.
The water everybody came.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shamayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Naba'ah. Tazaka. Ayah. Asha. Arata. Kawa. Ayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Kam. Dewam. Basalakana. Kabawafna. Kasalakana. Kabawafna. Mala'ah. Dabayanawa. Banasanayin. Abal. Awashanawa. Mayan. Ra. Ayah. Taka. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'adapa. Ra. La. Ama.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed
be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And Lead us not.
Lead us not.
Temptation. Deliver us.
Deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it.
The power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Yahushua, Anadanawa, Hakah, Hakah, Kamakal, Kamadawa, Tahar, Tazarion, Hakah, Lakoyam, Amatayam, Hakah, Arakawa, Atama'ala, Garsh, Hashem, Yahushua, Water.
Power in English. Yahweh the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
See, the power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right, Mike.